Okay. Assalamualaikum and good evening, everyone. I hope we would have a lot more students joining in. Welcome to our meeting for Integrated Language Skills 2, ELC151. I hope you are excited for our webinar today. So I am Miss Afina Nazira Afnizo, and I am the moderator for our webinar today. And we have a very interesting topic today to be covered, which is very necessary for your final examination and also your daily life as well, yeah, which is distinguishing facts and opinions. So as I am well, as we have students from UiTM Palpila and also UiTM Shah Alam, UiTM Puncak Perdana, and Puncak Alam. So all fine, and hope you will stay with us until the end of the webinar. So our speaker today would be Miss Sophia Azlina. I think we can welcome her to the floor. Okay.
Hi, everybody.
Okay. Hi, Miss Sophia. Thank you for being our speaker today. So how are you, Miss Sophia?
I'm doing fine. And what about you, Miss Hafina?
I'm great.
That's
Okay.
good to hear.
And we hope that our students are also having a great Friday today. Okay, so without wasting any more time, I think I can pass the floor to Miss Sophia and students. Please, if you have any questions throughout the session, please you can just share your question in our. If you're watching from YouTube, you can just click on the chat box, and I would direct the question to Miss Sophia. Okay, Miss Sophia, the floor is yours.
Okay, thank you very much, Miss Afina. Right, and greetings and salam to all of you. Okay, students from Kuala Pilah pun ada, where else Puncak Perdana, Puncak Alam, and also Shah Alam. I am Miss Sophia, and I'll be your speaker and also your lecturer for today. Okay, we'll be learning distinguishing or identifying facts and opinions that you'll be learning today because it'll be out in your exam, your final exam for your reading test. Okay, I'll let you take a look at it before we end the session. Okay, where you have to apply these skills. Okay, when you do your final examination. All right, so without further ado, we will go straight into what does it mean by facts and opinions. Now, facts and opinions, they are actually we are constantly exposed to new information every day, and we use this information in all sorts of ways, right? So considering this, right, it is very important for us to distinguish the value of the information so that we can choose to use it to our own advantage. In order to use this kind of information that we read, you need to first verify it. Verify the information. Now, verifying information, simply means to determine whether the information that you read is an opinion or a fact. Good readers, especially as students, you need to identify and use facts and opinions to evaluate the validity of the content that you are reading. Now let's take a look at this slide over here, right? So this is The Weeknd, my favorite artist, right? So The Weeknd was born in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Okay, and this one is a fact. All right, because it is true. He was born in Ontario, Canada. And Save Your Tears is the creation of both The Weeknd and Ariana Grande, a song from his fourth studio album, After Hours. Okay, now this is also a fact because this is what happens. And it can be proven as well as true. Now, if you were to look at the last one over here, The Weeknd is currently the best artist and has been for a while now. Okay, now this one is an opinion. Why? Because we may not share the same preference and we may not share the same opinion on this. Maybe the best artist to you is like Taylor Swift, or maybe your favorite K-pop boy group. Up to you. Now, this one is an opinion. Okay, now let's get straight into what does it mean by fact. Okay, a fact is something that can be proven. Okay, it's a specific detail that can be verified and proven as true based on objective evidence. Okay, so it is a statement of fact and can proven to be true or false. Now, objective proof can be one or more of the following, which are physical evidence, an eyewitness account, or the result of an accepted scientific method. Okay, now physical evidence, okay, can be proven to you physically. All right, an eyewitness account is when, when there's a murder, okay, happening. So let's say if you're staying in the house, okay, right? Okay, so this is you, right? And this is your spouse, okay? That's these two. So you're living with your, let's say, your husband, okay? And this is you, right? So one day, your husband is found dead over here at home, right? So the first suspect would be you, okay, because you are living in the same house as your husband, correct? Okay, so whoever who witnessed, okay, the murder, or anyone who can help to give more information about the murder, okay, will be an eyewitness account. Okay, so that one is more law based. Okay, now all the results of accepted scientific methods, when you were at school, okay, during SPM that time, or your PT3, okay, when you do your science experiment, okay, let's say you need to turn this red litmus paper into blue, okay, that one is also a fact, okay, because it can be proven scientifically. Okay, so that is a fact. Now remember, if you have any questions, you can just put it down in the chat. Okay, I'll look through it and I will answer you if you have any questions. Okay. Now, if you don't have any questions, also you can just verify that you understand what I mean. Okay, now example number one over here. This is our first Prime Minister of Malaysia. Tunku Abdul Rahman Putra Al-Haj is the first Prime Minister of Malaysia. Now you need to ask yourself, when you read a statement, you need to ask, can you prove or disprove this? Okay, now how could you prove this? By researching the evidence. Now this is a historical fact. It is true, okay, that Tunku Abdul Rahman Putra Al-Haj is the first Prime Minister of Malaysia. So for this reason, this statement is considered a fact. Okay? All right, moving on. Okay, example number two. The Council of Childhood Aggression and Violence report that the amount of violence children exhibit directly correlates with the amount of violence they watch on television. Okay, now when you want to identify a fact, right? Okay, you need to pay attention. Oh, hold on. You need to pay attention to organizations. Okay, this is an organization, right? It's an agency. Agency is like WWF. Okay, what else? Ministry of Education, Ministry of Health, all those are organizations. Okay, because organizations will normally be the one to carry out research. Okay, when you see the word reports, okay, states, okay, that the amount of violence children exhibit, okay, directly correlates. So this one is actually a research, okay, a research that has been done. So this one is actually a fact. Okay, moving on to opinions. Opinions, on the other hand, right, is a statement, okay, a feeling, judgment, belief, or conclusion that cannot be proven true by objective evidence. So it's just an individual's thoughts and your feelings about a subject. Okay, so it shows your ideas and your feelings about an issue. Now, opinion statements, right, they evaluate, they judge, or express feelings and also emotions. Also, an opinion is potentially changeable from time to time, okay, based on an individual's perception at a certain time. Okay, so let's say lah. Okay, let's talk about Korean chicken. I like to eat Korean chicken. Okay, so where can you find Korean chicken restaurants? Okay, like for example, Kyochon is one. Okay, Kyochon, and then what else? There's also Four Fingers. Apa lagi? Hmm, K-Fry. Okay, K-Fry. All right. So let's say if you are a person who has only tried Kyochon and Four Fingers, okay, you would say that, oh, my favorite is Kyochon. I think Kyochon sells really good Korean chicken, but you have not tried K-Fry yet. Okay, let's say the next month, July, okay, you decided to go eat K-Fry, and then you tried K-Fry, and then you think that, oh, K-Fry has a better, okay, Korean chicken. It has better flavor, it has better taste, the price is also very good. So you now prefer K-fry. It's fine, okay, because there's an opinion. It is changeable based on your perception, based on new information that you have received as well. Okay, same goes for news. Okay, how you feel about something can also change, okay, based on the informations that you receive. For example, now we like to go for cafe hopping, right? In this generation, we like to taste different food, different cuisine. Okay, now before you go and find your cafe, which hipster cafe that you want to go, you would always try to look for the review, right? Or which place is aesthetically pleasing. You can put it in your Instagram feed, okay? So you would go on Google and go and Google the place, correct? Or like a hipster cafe at Petaling Jaya, something like that. Okay, so if you were to click on that one, okay, so you may read a review about a hipster cafe in town on Klook's website. Klook is a very popular website. Okay, if you want to travel, you want to know different places. Okay, you can check out Klook, but it's a review. Okay, so review is actually an opinion because it is based on what the writers think, what the writers feel. Okay, about the place, about the food, about the price, and so on and so forth. Okay, so you must be very aware, okay, that the review is written, okay, based on the writer's opinions and based on his or her personal dining experience. So let's say if the food is a little bit too spicy, okay, according to the author, okay, will it be the same for you? Maybe you are a person who can take in a lot of spice, okay, you don't mind spicy, right? So you need to understand that review, okay, is based on a writer's opinion. Okay, now quick quiz, okay, whether this one is a fact or an opinion. Okay, just put your answer in the chat. All right, just put your answer in the chat. The first one, a spinning class, this one, okay, is a group exercise program of about 45 minutes, okay, riding on a stationary bike. Stationary bike is just, it sits there, okay, it's not moving, okay, only you are riding the bike. Okay, so is this a fact or an opinion? Put it in the chat. It's okay. This one is actually a fact, okay, because it is a group of it is a definition, okay, what a spinning class is. This one, on the other hand, is an opinion because a spinning class is a form of torture. Okay, doesn't mean that okay, it's a torture for everybody. All right. Your opinion, the first one is a fact. Yeah. Okay. And the second one is an opinion. Okay. Right. Good job. Okay. Now this is the differences. Okay, between facts and opinions. Okay. So let's take a look at the left one first. Facts. Facts are object. Facts are objective. Okay, they are based on discovery, and they are certain and specific as well. Okay, and they state reality. Now, what does it mean by certain and specific is that, okay, when it's proven to be true, then it is specified to specified to a, let's say, a theoretical or even experimental base. Okay, that's why it's specific. Okay, and then can be proven with evidence and also observation. Okay, are stated using unbiased words. Unbiased words are words that can show biasness, that can show preference. Okay, like for example, can Rome was founded in 753 before Christ, okay, by its first king Romulus. This one is a historical fact, okay. Now, unbiased words, okay, would be words that are not biased. Now, biased words are normally adjectives, okay, adjectives which can show preferences. Now, if you were to look at the opinions, on the other hand, opinions are very subjective. Okay, let's say if I were to ask you, okay, if I were to ask you, what's your favorite color? Okay, so you will have different answers from your friends as well, right? Okay, if I were to ask you, maybe your favorite color is purple, or maybe you have a specific purple that you like, okay, but other purples that you don't like, okay, and it can also be green, it can also be blue, and you can even change your favorite color from time to time. That's why it is subjective, and they are created, and they are uncertain and vague, right? They are uncertain and vague, but they do state reality as well. Now, cannot be proven. They cannot be proven. Okay, that's why it's an opinion. Right. They are stated using biased words. For example, I think. Okay, I believe. Now, all these are opinionated words. Okay, I think, I believe, probably, better, best. Okay, never, amazing. Those are biased words. Okay, now, normally biased words are adjectives, okay, adverbs that shows judgments, feelings, and even emotions. Okay, and let's take a look at the example over here. Romans were uncivilized. Okay, as you can see, the biased word over here is uncivilized because they like to eat exotic food such as snakes and parrots. Okay, some might think that they are uncivilized because of this, but mm, Chinese people, okay, people from China, okay, they eat different kind of food as well, okay. So we sometimes you might eat different kind of food as well. Are you uncivilized because you eat something really different, okay, than other people? So that one is an opinion, all right. Now, when you want to identify facts, okay, you should ask yourself these three questions. Can the statement be proven or demonstrated to be true? Can the statement be observed in practice or operation? Okay, and can the statement be verified by witness, manuscripts, and even documents? So if you have like legal documents, macam affidavit, macam your akta, all these are also facts. Okay, they are factual, right? Because they are legal documents. Okay, they are manuscripts as well. Okay, all right. Moving on. Okay, again, a recap. Facts statements, okay, that can be proven, okay, observed and measured. Okay, pay attention to numbers, especially numbers, okay, like data, okay, because it shows data, the years, duration, time frame, and so on and so forth. Because numbers, you cannot change numbers. Okay, some things that you can't change. And organization, remember, for the previous example, for the factual example, we talked about the organization, the violence children and violence organization or something like that. So you need to pay attention to that one as well. For opinion, on the other hand, okay, opinions are statements that show someone's idea or feelings about something. So you might need to pay attention to adjectives. You know what are adjectives? Anak-anak semua, adjectives are words that can modify the noun, that can give more information about the noun. Okay, like for example, okay, okay, for example, if there's a girl called Sarah, okay, Sarah is pretty. Now, Sarah is pretty is an opinion. Okay, Sarah is pretty is an opinion because pretty is an adjective. Okay, maybe some people think that she's pretty, maybe some people does not think that she's pretty. Okay, and that's an opinion. Now, if you were to say Sarah is Miss Sarah is the current Miss Malaysia. Okay, that's a fact. Okay, because Miss Malaysia is a position. Okay, it's it's a label. All right, Miss Malaysia. Now, prediction. Okay, is also an opinion. For example, okay, there will be a state election next year. Okay, that one is also a prediction. So that one is just an opinion. So it has not happened yet. Okay, so that's an opinion. Moving on, okay, words that shows emotions like I think, I believe, it appears to me that, it seems that, okay, all these are opinionated words. Okay, that's why it's an opinion. Right. Moving on, let's take a look at this slide. Okay, Malaysia kini. This one is about our COVID-19. Last time it used to be berpisah tiada. Okay, now we have moved on from that. Now move from looking at adult vaccination rates to total population vaccination rate. The data from many countries is very clear that the virus continues to spread as long as you have segments of your population that are unvaccinated, especially children. Okay, now the data from many countries is very clear that, okay, now this one is a conclusion that the writer, okay, have came up, okay, based on the data from many countries. Now let's take a look at this sentence. Hence, it is important that we stop talking about or showing data on adult vaccination rates and concentrate only on the total population vaccination rates. Okay, because it is important to look at children as well because they are unvaccinated. So over here, this one is his opinion. Okay, because over here it is important that, okay, he's showing his opinion, okay, and expressing the importance of why, okay, we need to stop talking about the data about adult vaccination rate but total population rate instead, okay, including children, including babies as well. Okay, for example, even in region with high vaccination coverage, the total vaccination rates are below 70% currently. Now, this one is a fact. This one is a fact. Okay, moving on. This one is also a fact. Data from Special Committee on ensuring access to COVID-19 vaccine supply, JKJAV. This one is an organization. Remember that I asked you to pay attention to organizations, right? Okay. On September 3rd of September, showed that the Klang Valley had 69.5% of its population fully vaccinated. And this is a fact because this data can be researched on and proven to be correct. Okay, proven to be true. All right. This while 102.2% of its adults were fully vaccinated, also a fact. This one, on the other hand, is an opinion because of the word need. Okay, we need 90% of the community vaccinated to move to an endemic phase. Okay, right. Hopefully you all understand. Okay, right. Moving on. Now, you need to note bias words to identify opinions. As for facts, you need to figure out whether you need to ask yourself that three questions that I asked you, right, that I told you about, okay, whether it can be proven true or can it be observed, okay, is it from a legal document, manuscripts, and so on and so forth. But for opinions, you need to look for bias words, okay, and bias words, they express opinions, value, judgment, and interpretation and are often loaded with emotions. Okay, note that a sentence can include both fact and opinion at the same time. Okay, and most of the time, opinions can be supported by facts. When you give an opinion, Okay, and when you want to support your opinion, you use facts, so that when you have like a factual evidence, it can give or it can provide better validity and credibility, okay, to your opinion. All right. Now, biased words are normally adjectives, okay? Like I said just now, adjectives are words that modifies or give more information about the noun, okay? Like awful, amazing, better, best. This one is your comparative and superlative. We have already learned that. Believe, exciting, favorite. So my favorite food is nasi lemak rendang ayam. Okay, now that one is an opinion. Okay, horrible, never. Okay, when you talk about preposition of time, okay, never, seldom, sometimes, all these are also biased words. Okay, probably, okay, think, seldom, right? All these are biased words. For example, okay, in a point of fact, computers makes life miserable. Okay, so this one is an adjective, so you know that is an opinion because there's a bias word over there. Now this one, if you were to see this one is called a distractor. Okay, this is to try to amplify, okay, try to convince you that it is a fact, but it's actually just an opinion. All right, it's a strategy, okay, for speakers and also for read and for writers, okay, to make things more convincing. But that doesn't mean that it is true or can be proven true, okay, because of the word, okay, miserable over here. It's an opinion so far. All right. So you need to know the misconceptions of facts and opinions as well. Okay, later on. Note qualifiers to identify opinions. Okay, qualifiers is also just as important. Okay, now beware of false facts. Remember just now this in a point of fact. It might seem very convincing, right? Okay, like in fact, in truth, and so on and so forth. Okay, those are statements presented as facts that are actually untrue. Okay, so you need to note qualifiers. Now, a qualifier may express an absolute or unwavering opinion using words like always or never. Okay, so those are qualifiers. All right. So that's why it is very important for you to think carefully about supposed facts. Okay, so beware of opinions stated to sound like facts. Phrases like in truth, the truth of the matter, or in facts are examples of this. So when you read a sentence, okay, in fact, yada yada yada, you might have to rethink and ask yourself the three questions again. Okay, can it be proven true? Okay, scientifically, and can it be observed, or is it based on a legal document or manuscript? Okay, let's take a look at this one. Misconception of facts and opinions. Now, the opposite of a fact is not an opinion, it's a wrong fact. Now, if you were to look at this sentence over here, okay, studying for 20 hours a week causes insanity. Okay, there's numbers over here. Okay, 20 hours a week causes insanity. Okay, now it can be researched on. If it's true, it is a fact. If it's not true, it's a wrong fact. Okay, this is not an opinion. It's a wrong fact. That's it. Okay, facts are not better than opinions. Okay, however, okay, a paragraph can contain facts only or opinion only, or it can be both facts and opinions. Okay, now speculation about events that haven't happened yet are opinions. Remember prediction, okay, anything that is future tense, okay, are opinions. Okay, moving on. An opinion, however, can be supported by facts. Just now, I've already talked about this. If you want to make your claim a little bit more convincing, when you want to persuade your readers or your audience, you might want to use facts as your supporting details, okay, to support your claim. Now, let's take a look at this example over here. Children should not watch more than 1 hour television each day. Now, should not, okay, over here, it shows, okay, it shows preference, okay, it shows that you should not watch, okay, more than 1 hour, okay. It's what the writer thinks, okay. Now, he used a fact, okay, to support his what do you call that, his opinion. Okay, his opinion should not watch more than 1 hour television a day. And why? A survey of 500 elementary school teachers revealed that the children who watched the most televisions were the ones who were most disruptive in class. And this one is a fact. Okay, and this one is not. This one is an opinion. So you use a fact to support your opinion. Okay, now prediction is an opinion as stated before. Sentences that contain adjectives are often opinions. Okay, moving on. Okay, now that we are done, okay, with facts and opinions, I have a few questions, okay, for you to try to identify whether it is fact or an opinion. Okay, let's take a look at the first one. Ta-da. Okay. Union officials told the press that if the teachers did not receive a pay rise, then there would be a strike. Is this a fact or an opinion? Put your answers in the chat. Okay, remember to pay attention, okay, to biased words. Are there any biased words? Okay, and again, ask yourself, can it be proven true? Anybody who would like to answer? Don't worry, I won't like eat you up or anything. Okay, it's a learning process. If you don't know, say don't know. I'm fine with that. Opinion, I guess. Thank you very much for your answer. Very cute profile picture you have over there. I think there's some K-pop guy from what group is that? Huh? Listen, it's an opinion. Okay, well done to both of you. Yes, this is an opinion because of the word if. The teachers did not receive a pay rise, then there would be a strike. Okay, so this is a condition, a prediction. Okay, so it's an opinion. Well done, well done. Moving on. Oh yeah, he's from PX. Huening Kai, yeah, I remember his name now. Okay, FAA investigators, the second one, stated that the crash of TWA flight was caused by faculty landing gear and not pilot error based on the evidence that was recovered. Okay, so is this a fact or an opinion? If it's a fact, you put an F. If it's an opinion, you just put an O. Okay? So you don't have to type the entire word out. Yes, okay. It's a fact. Okay, well done. Okay, moving on. Because of the word based on evidence that was recovered. Okay, because this is a crash of a flight. So you have something called the black box. Okay, that could help you to recover whatever that has happened. Okay, moving on. Our Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim's visit to China will improve international relations. Is this a fact or an opinion? Again, if it's a fact, put an F in the chat. Okay, if it's an opinion, just put an O in the chat. Oh, I guess. Yang lain? Is it just you who's listening? Anyone else would like to answer juga? Again, I can't do anything to you here, even if you answer wrong. Okay, I can't do much. Okay, but of course I would like you all to try. Oh, there's one who said fact. Okay, there's one who said opinion. Okay. Now this one is actually an opinion because again, I would like to remind you that future tense, will improve. Okay, it's actually a bias word. Okay, will improve international relations. So that's why it's an opinion. Okay, doesn't mean that it will. Okay, maybe it will not. Okay, because it can not be proven to be true. That's why it is an opinion. Yeah. Okay, moving on. Corporal punishment is the most effective method in preventing crime. Is it a fact or an opinion? Again, if you see any adjective, okay, any qualifiers, then it's an opinion. If you don't find any of those, then the chances of it being a fact is high. Huh? Okay. Okay, this one is also an opinion. Well done. Okay, because of the word. Oh, cause of the word will. Oh, at the previous one is still stuck there. It's okay, Kyrul, your Wi-Fi is doing his best. Okay, now because of the word, the phrase, the most effective. Okay, this is an opinion. Okay, it cannot be proven to be true. Okay, it's just same as your learning strategy. There are many ways, okay, for a student to learn, right? Some of you may be audio visual learners, some of you may be hands-on learners. Okay, so there's no such thing as the most effective method in learning strategies. Whether it's effective to you or not, it applies to you only, and to other people as well, so it's different. Okay, that's why it's an opinion. Now let's take a look at this one. Okay, remember a fact. Okay, when you want to identify whether it's a fact or an opinion, okay, you need to ask the question: can it be proven true or false? Okay, because again, The opposite of a fact is a wrong fact. Okay, not an opinion. Okay, so seatbelts can help prevent fatalities. Is it true or false, or is it a fact or an opinion? Any answers? Yeah, is it a fact or an opinion? It's okay, yeah, anak-anak. If you are not confident, also you still need to answer during your test nanti. It's 4 marks, by the way. F, I guess. F, you guess. Any others? Okay. Oh yeah, I would like to remind everyone that facts and opinions are in your reading test. Okay, will be out in your reading test. The normally is page 11 of your test, the fourth part. Okay, is a fact. Okay, because it can be proven true. Okay, based on observation. Right. Moving on, Marilyn Monroe passed away in her home at the age of 36. So very, very, very easy. You don't even need to think too much. You would know that it's a fact. Okay, because anything that is historical, okay, historical is a fact. Okay, unless if she passed away at the age of 35, then it's still not an opinion. Okay, it's just a fact, but it's a wrong one. Okay, so it's a fact. Moving on, the Titanic was the grandest passenger ship ever constructed. Is this a fact or an opinion? Yeah, it's an opinion. Okay, was the grandest passenger ship ever constructed. Okay, right? It's an opinion. Grandest ever constructed. Moving on. I think this one is the last question, if I've not mistaken. If I've not mistaken lah, let me check. Betul lah. Okay. Now the bombing of Pearl Harbor was a significant factor in helping to bring the United States into the World War One. Is this a fact or an opinion? Yes, okay, it's a fact. Okay, the bombing of Pearl Harbor was a significant factor in helping to bring United States into the World War One. Again, this is a historical fact. Okay, that is why United States they joined in, okay, and bombed Nagasaki and Hiroshima. Okay, so thank you very much for listening. That is all from me today. Okay, I hope that you learned a thing or two about facts and opinions. And to recap again, facts, you just need to ask yourself 3 questions. Okay, can it be proven true? Okay, scientifically, one, but through observation or through legal documents. Okay, these three. As for opinions, you just need to find biased words. Okay, words like I believe, I think. Okay, make sure that you can identify that. And also remember to keep in mind that there are misconceptions of facts and opinions as well. Okay, like for the word in fact, okay, in truth, that doesn't mean that it is a fact. Okay, so you need to evaluate the entire sentence, okay, to identify and to distinguish whether it is a fact or an opinion. Okay, any questions? If there's no questions, okay, I'm pretty sure there's no questions now because it's a very straightforward, right? Facts and opinions. Okay. When you learn from your lecturer Nanti, okay, they would say the same thing as well. Okay. Thank you very much for today. All right. So I would like to pass it back to our moderator, Miss Afina.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much, Ms. Sophia, for her sharing on this important topic. We really hope that you have understood this topic well, students. Okay, as we all know that we are bombarded with many information daily through WhatsApp, social media, blogs, articles, TikTok, and as critical readers, we must be able to know the worth of the information that we read. So that let's not assume that everything that we read is fact. Okay? I would like to inform you as well that the link of the attendance has been shared. Please fill it up for your attendance. And also, just in case you wish to refer to the slides again, the slides will be shared by your lecturers respectively via Google Classroom or Google Drive for you to refer to before your examination. Okay, on behalf of CTPT team, we would like to thank all the participants who joined us live or who watch us on a different time. We appreciate your participation and we hope that everyone would have a nice weekend. Thank you, everyone.